Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everyone?
Alhamdulillah.
Just want to ask you a question. Why are you all too silent? How many times did I tell you that we have to practice speaking? It's fine. Yani, don't be too shy to start speaking to each other. That's fine. Open topics, start speaking about your day, your activity, your kids that you have throughout the day, or some difficulties that you may have faced during the day. That's fine. That's no problem. Okay? We're colleagues. We can share our, there are so many mutual topics that we can share, and that's fine. Okay? You guys muted the world. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So do you agree with me that these 5 to 10 minutes are a very good chance to practice your speaking as well? Do you agree with me? Yes? Yes. Great.
Yes, totally agree.
Okay. Okay. Hello, Asma. How are you, first of all?
Yes, hello.
How are you?
How are you, Mrs. Hind?
Alhamdulillah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah. Everything is good.
Alhamdulillah. Ala, thank God you're back to normal. I can see.
Alhamdulillah, thank you.
Yeah? Finally, alhamdulillah. But it took too long, Ala.
Yeah.
It was more than more than usual. I think it took like a week or more.
Yeah, 10 days.
Oops, 10 days? Okay, so did you guys receive the key card that I sent you on the group? Yes? How do you like them? Did you go through them? Huh?
Not yet.
We'll check now.
Not yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Only the first page.
Oh no, I sent you, well, just a minute. Yes, I sent it to you in your same group, which is 211 cue cards. Yes?
Yes.
But it seems that you didn't even open them. Okay. These cue cards are simply cue cards that are taken from, it's kind of expository, taken from previous Ielts tests that were taken around the world. So that's a very good chance to know more about the speaking tests. Mohammed, are you sick?
Frankly speaking, I didn't manage to open it, but I promise after the class I will try to go through it.
No. I say, are you sick?
I caught a cold today, but still at the beginning.
I knew it. So, I was kicked out from Faculty of Medicine in my 3rd year. Do you know this?
No, first time.
No, I'm a liar, but I'm a good liar. Okay. So I will try to open these. Please, if you have your mobile phones next to you, open these cue cards, okay? And describe someone in your family who you really admire. I believe that we had the same topic or almost the same topic, right? Let's change it to something we didn't talk about before. We'll use the first 15 minutes in the speaking class, then we'll move quickly to the writing again, okay? First 15 minutes. Do you have your mobiles now?
Yes, we have.
All right, now open the cue card. Topic number 2.
Just a minute, I will bring my mobile.
All right. Where is everyone? Where are the rest of the people?
Hi, how are you?
How are you now?
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
How's life? How's life at your end? How is it treating?
it's very busy. I'm like these 2 weeks has been a really hectic week because well, first of all, my son was having midterm exams, and then our schools are going to get accredited as a PYP. So their visitors were coming this week to visit our school.
What is it?
Yes.
Does it have to do with the advanced and this stuff?
It's abbreviation of primary years program basically, and it's an international baccalaureate program. So it's recognized all around the world, and it's really amazing program.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting. So do you guys add any privileges to your school to take this accredited certification?
Well, it's basically like it speaks about the international mindedness, and plus it needs and it requires a lot of training. It's not easy. You cannot understand it in a few months. It requires a slowly and gradual understanding throughout maybe 2 years or 3 years.
And so it
Yeah.
needs a lot of effort to acquire it.
Exactly, yeah.
That's a hectic. That's kind of a 2 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to hear this, but anyway, when it comes to, when the payoff time comes, and everything is being forgotten. So when is the time of paying off, of being accredited? Will they announce it?
Inshallah, within this week, we are going to get the result. But the results are very promising. They have finished the visit, and they were really very happy.
Excellent.
With our school.
Which school
so,
are you?
It's Dahran Ahliya School.
What's that?
Dahran Ahliya School.
Dahran Ahliya School. It's an Ahliya school?
It's not actually Ahliya totally. It has the two program, Arabic and English program going together.
Hey, but it sounds weird to hire expatriates in Ahliya schools. Yes?
Yeah, because our owner is American Saudi. She got married to a Saudi person. So she is actually, they are offering the international diploma for American diploma, I mean, plus the muqarrarat. So the student has the choice after the 10th grade to choose or pick whether he wants the American diploma or the muqarrarat, which is from the Saudi government.
Yes, I see. Sounds to be
yeah.
Too much for you. Okay, anyway, may Allah help you and may Allah accept all your hard work. Inshallah, this very hard work will pay off very soon. Okay? Wish you all, wish to you and to your school as well. Okay, guys, now to the breakthrough rooms. You guys have your mobiles, right? It is task 2. Describe your favorite restaurant. Okay? You should say where it is, what it looks like inside and outside, what kinds of food they serve, and explain what makes the restaurant so special to you and to the others. Okay?
We took a similar one before.
Similar one? I'm talking about a certain restaurant? Yes? I don't think so. What do
We
you
spoke
think?
about the cuisine, I think, I remember
About
previously.
food.
Okay, food has nothing to do with the restaurant. Now, remember, when I say describe, this question I like very much because it says describe. Again, I remind you, the word describe means that you must assume that the listener of yours is a deaf person. And the more pictures and images you're going to draw in his or her picture, in her mind, the higher your score will be. And you have to use too many sensory details. Using sensory details is a skill in which you have to say, what do you see? The more pictures you tell me, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you feel? And what do you touch? Okay? The more pictures and images you're going to draw, the higher your score will be. So describe means that you have to use as many adjectives and adverbs as possible. Give or make it as lively as possible. Make your presentation as lively and vivid as possible. Okay? This is so important. Marwa, welcome. Late.
Hi.
Late. Hello. Marwa, you're muted. How are you, dear? Marwa. Okay. That must be her little kid, Adam. Anyway, so let's go for the breakout rooms, okay? Ready? Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, okay. I will be in room 4. No. Okay, just a minute, please. Create. Create. Now, please accept your invitations.
Okay, it's an interesting subject to talk about because I visited Istanbul last year, and we went to a very special place there.
Mohammed,
It was
please, a minute, please. Mohammed, please, you must
Yes.
evaluate her presentation, okay? You must have a copybook. Evaluate her presentation. Whatever she's missing, you have to give her notes. Also, you must have your stopwatch. After 2 minutes, you have to stop her, all right? Okay?
Okay.
And Allah, you're going to do the same. Okay, go ahead.
Propose start again.
Yes, please.
I will start. Interesting because last year I visited Istanbul. We have been there to a very special restaurant facing the Bosphorus Sea. Called Monono. This restaurant was serving fresh fish, grilled fish with vegetables, and we enjoyed a lot because the weather was great. It was very nice, and the food is fresh, and it is the fresh fish and grill it on the boat, and then they deliver it to the shore when the restaurant is there, and serve fresh and hot with the vegetables, and they serve a cup of pickles with it, and it was very nice. It is very nice to try this kind of traditional food. And there were a lot of tourists there that enjoyed with us this kind of experience, because it was very cheap, but it was very it was symbolizing the kind of experience there in this place, where is
favorite for me because it remembered me by my childhood. From outside, you are attracted by the design and the historical drawings of the restaurant, which represents Alexandria and its history. From inside, you will be captured by its wall, which are full of our cultural and our significant places and our ancient people. This restaurant offer a lot different kinds of cuisines, Italian and
I've been calling since
I
ages.
didn't hear. I didn't hear you.
No problem, dear. I just want you guys to hold your stopwatch, right?
Yeah.
Take notes. Whatever she's missing in whatever tips I gave you, please remind me at the end of her presentation. All right?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very
Each
much.
one.
Anyone, you guys choose.
So should you start again, or should I start? I don't know.
Naz, you start now.
Okay. Okay. So is the stopwatch ready, May?
Ready.
Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Hind.
What's going on here?
Marwa is having some time to think before she starts her answer.
Okay, but that was so long, man. Marwa?
No.
No, we just started. It was
Okay.
7:28, and now it's 7:29.
Okay, yalla Marwa.
Okay, I will do now. Okay. I went last month a very nice restaurant with my sister.
Yeah, Marwa, just a minute, please. Asma, your stopwatch and your copy.
Yes.
Right, take the notes. After she's done with 2 minutes, give her your comments, whatever comments. Also, you can give her your suggestions, okay?
Okay, fine.
Thank you very much. Yalla, Mar.
Okay. I went last month a very nice restaurant with my sister. It was a fancy place. It has a good view on the Nile. I was very interested there because they served me what I liked and what I want. In this time I asked about steak, well done steak, and they did it by very nice way as I asked it. This restaurant is not the first time I went for it. I went it 2 times before, and usually when I go, I found what I want. It's an amazing place. You can take a rest time there, and you can hear a nice music with a good view, with tasty food, and doing as you want and as you ask it. Also, hospitalization here is there with the team of service is very
coated with tomato and olive. Moreover, they are serving the famous Italian pasta. It's very tasty. At the end of the day, they are serving, I would say, two things once you finish your main dish. Mainly the dessert, so they are giving some hot chocolate with ice cream. I like it a lot. The second point is the famous Italian espresso. That's all. Did I manage to?
Mohammed, just a minute, please. Did you cover all the
220.
points?
Yes, I mentioned exactly the location of the restaurant, where it is from a geographical point of view.
Okay.
I tried to give an image. It's on the North Ring Road, among which exit and which exit on the left side if you are moving to the west.
Yes.
The second point, I tried to cover how it looks like. Mainly, I describe it from inside, not from outside, floors and so on. Then I tried to capitalize, or I spent most of the time speaking about the food itself. How tasty is it? I tried to use some of the adjectives for the food, like crunchy, crisp, tasty, and so on.
Amazing. Very good. What did Allah do then?
Ala described an experience she had at Istanbul. Maybe she should let her.
Let Allah talk about her presentation. Please.
I'm sorry.
Allah.
I described from inside, talked about the boat that they are doing all the sandwiches in, and talked about the location, faces the sea, and talked about the food, but I didn't describe exactly the food. I just said that it's delicious and fresh.
Okay. So you're a fish lover.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. So
From Alexandria.
sometimes fish lovers have this kind of craving. You know, sometime you feel like I crave eating for specific kind of fish, like shrimps, like fried fish, or you know, like different types of cookings. Just a minute, please, because we have here one aside who's not. Rida had just come. Okay, so 4. Okay. So you can easily tell or talk about different types of ways of cooked fish. Also, you can talk about different dishes of like salads and relish. Do you know what's relish? When I say this is a relish dish, what's a relish? Relish is usually yes, a relish, or ELISH. Relish is a dish that is usually served as an appetizer, where you can find a lot of vegetables or green vegetables like parsley and you know many other different types like cucumber. Sometimes you can find carrots, tomatoes, and other types of different vegetables. This is what we call relish. Okay, so this is supposed to be or called appetizers, and in the same time relish. Okay. Oh my God, Marwa went off, and sorry guys, I try to keep an eye on all the rooms.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Sorry, can you spell relish again?
Relish, RELISH. RELISH. Okay?
Okay.
So your favorite restaurant, Mohammed, which is what, steakhouse or what?
It was Piatto, as a fond of Italian cuisine.
Piatto, I believe very, very, yes. You must be fond of salads and soup, because it's very much familiar with these two types. Mainly when I go there, you know, I usually
plus the pizza, the appetizers with the cheese, cottage cheese, and so on.
Definitely. You know what? Which one are you talking about? Which one do you visit most?
The one on the North Ring Road, between exit 4 and 5 on the left side if you are moving to the west.
My favorite one too. Okay, so go and visit steakhouse next to it. I believe that you love the steakhouse.
In fact, I'm not a meat lover. At all. I'm a fish lover by definition, and chicken. That's why I don't like steakhouse. Normally, when I go to steakhouse, even by definition, I take salmon, or not a lover of steak.
Do you know, let me give you, for mentioning the salmon, it's not salmon. Salmon is an American word. Whenever you want to speak to talk about salmon in British, it's salmon. The L is silent. Salmon, yes. Yeah. Okay. So allow me, please, to leave all these rooms and return back to our main room. All right? Ala, which problem do you think you have most? What's your major problem?
Hesitation, and not using a variety of sentences. And just and but.
Okay, and what do you think, or how do you think we can improve this?
I'm trying to, when I go through the speaking tests by myself, I'm trying to write down some new sentences to speak it out.
Very good. This is excellent. And you know what? If you go through other topics in the modal answers in each and every book, the book that you have, like Cambridge 8, Cambridge 9, 10, 11, 12, just go through the answers which are at the end of the book. You will learn a lot, and you will add ideas yourself. Yeah. Asma too, mashallah, she provides us with very good vocabulary lists that can enable us to, improve our English as fast as possible. Right, now Asma is going to explain a grammar lesson, because I believe that most of the people here have a problem, which is mainly prepositions. We all have a problem with prepositions. So Asma, are you ready with your preposition lesson today?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, can you please share the screen with us?
Okay, just a second.
Take your time.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Zoom in.
Okay, let's start. The first one.
Zoom it in. Zoom it.
I'm sorry?
Zoom it in.
Okay. This is fine, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one is on. We use on for the days of the week. For example, on Monday. You can say, see you on Monday. I'll be traveling to China on Sunday, whatever the day you want to say, okay? It's just you have to add the on before the day that you are using. The second one is in. We use in with month and in seasons. We can say in August, like we say in winter, in summer.
Asma, do you know why am I laughing? Because now I just remembered, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but
No problem.
I just remembered someone who's, a social media celebrity called Omar.
On and at.
Oh, yes, that's it.
On and at. They must.
No, in, on, at, شهور أيام ساعات.
Yes, I've seen that video.
Yeah, it was so funny, and it's a nice way of memorizing it. In, on, and then he kept, hitting the drum. In, on, at, okay. It was so much fun. But, it really reminded me with in, with shuhur. On with days, ayam. At, saat. In, on, at, shuhur, ayam, saat. This is a fun way to learn. Anyway, continue. Sorry for interrupting.
I'll make sure to add this to my lesson.
Yes, please.
Okay. Like when we say in August, maybe you can say many people have their annual vacation in August here in Saudi Arabia. Okay? The same for the other month, and the same for the seasons. In winter, many animals hibernate. Also, we can use in with the time of a day. We can say in the morning, in the afternoon. Like we say, when we say in a sentence, for example, although I slept for almost 9 hours, I had a headache in the morning. Notice that we used here in the morning, okay? In before the word morning. Okay? And then we have the year. In a year. In 2006. Can anyone help me with a sentence here? Hello?
Hello, yes.
Graduated in
I've been
2002.
graduated in 2000.
Okay, let's pick up just one person this time. Who is talking, Rida?
Yeah, it's Rida.
Okay, tell me your sentence, please. Rida, where are you?
Me, Rida, or
Yes,
yes,
you were saying something in
I've been
2006.
yeah, I've been graduated in 2006.
Okay, nice.
Hello.
From which faculty?
Faculty of Arts.
So, okay, I have graduated from the Faculty of Arts in 2006. Okay, let's move to the other here point. In, we say in a certain period of time.
But can I ask a question here? So when you say in the morning, in the afternoon, what about night?
No, night is different here.
How?
Yeah, at night.
At night. Do we have any other place or a duration during the day to use at?
At afternoon.
No, it's in the afternoon. What about the evening? Is it in or at?
Sorry?
Evening.
In
In the
In the
evening.
evening.
In the morning,
The
in
the
the
evening. In the
afternoon,
evening.
and at night. Okay? At night. All right.
at night. طب noon at noon تقريبا كمان noon.
Noon, definitely.
Noon.
Yes.
At noon.
At dawn. Do you know what's the dawn? At dawn. ساعة الفجر. At dawn. Yes, dawn is the duration before the sunrise. This is the dawn. The duration before the sunrise. The late hours of the night. All right, so let's continue.
We said after a certain period of time, like when a wife asks her husband, she tells him, "When will you when will you come back?" He says, "I'll be back in an hour." Okay. Then let's move
the duration, long duration. In an hour means that he may come after 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or after an hour. In an hour here means give me the duration of a long duration. During, in an hour means from to. Okay?
Okay.
It can in 2 hours, like this.
Say it again, Hilda, please. Reda, say it again, please.
If I in an hour, in 2 hours, in 3 hours,
Yes,
like
yes, in 2 hours, in 3 hours, yes. Hi, Asma.
Okay.
Okay. And now we have at. We use it for the word night, as we mentioned before, at night. Okay. And then we use it for the word weekend, and we say at the weekend. Maybe you can say I visit my friends, my family members, my mother at weekends. You can say also at before a certain period of time, at 9:30. Maybe you can say I go to work at 9:30. Okay. Then let's move to since. We use since here.
Before the time and before you mention any time, 6:30, 5:01, 6:20, and so on. Before time. Okay, so I'll arrive work at 6:30. I leave this bus at 12 p.m. So at before the time, a specific time. specific time, specific, no duration, it's a certain time, a certain point. Okay? Mm-hmm.
Since, okay. This is used from a certain period or point of time, from the past till now. When I say since 1980, I mean that I'm talking from 1980 till now. We can say we
Anyone
are...
with any sentence, please. Anyone with a sentence. Mohammed.
Okay.
I'm based in Saudi since 2014.
Bravo. Alaa. Alaa.
I have left Egypt since 6 years.
All right. Now, 6 what?
Years? Years.
Since years? It's better if you mention what was the duration, the starting point. Yeah, since year is not wrong, but it's to be more specific is better. You can say 4. If you say 4, who can tell me what's the difference between since and 4? You guys still remember it? We took it at school. What's the difference between since and 4?
Since plus year, 4 plus a number of years.
How many years?
Okay, yani I can say since 1980. 4, how can I say it?
4, 6 years, 4, 7 years.
All right.
7 years.
From 19.
Very good. So when you say since, you need someone to calculate after you, right? When you say since 1960, you need someone to do this kind of mathematical process to find out how many years you've been staying in Saudi Arabia, for example. But when you want to make it easier, or if you want to make it easier, so you better say 4. I've been living here in Saudi Arabia for 10 years. So it doesn't need any more calculations. The duration is already there, right? So 4 makes it easier. Since makes it more difficult because it needs more calculations, right? So ladies, if someone asks you how old are you, you better give them this formula because most of the people will not be very much able, unless they're too nosy, you know? So it's better if you say, well, I was born in 1980. That would be enough for them. If they are too nosy, they would calculate. If they are not, they will keep it till needed, yani, okay? It won't be that for them, yeah.
But that means they will know your age forever.
Oh, yeah.
They already have the year.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
They will not forget afterwards.
Yes, a person who asks a lady how old are you or when were you born is definitely a nosy person enough to calculate it after you. Definitely. Yes. So now it's time for 4 over a certain period of time, past till now, for 2 years, for example. Yalla, اسمع go.
Okay, ago. This is used for a certain period, certain time in the past. When I say 2 years ago, I went to Australia. Okay, and now we have before. This is used earlier. This means earlier than a certain point of time. When I say before 2004, this means that I'm talking about the time specifically before 2004. And we can say before 2004, smartphones were not widely spread or were not invented.
That's a good example.
Okay.
Can I ask a question about 2 years ago? What is the verb I use with 2 years ago? Is it present perfect or past simple?
Okay. We are talking in the past, so we can say 2 years ago I went to Australia. This happened in the past. Okay.
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 Okay. Thank you, Asma.
You're welcome. Okay, got it. Let's move to 2. 2, this is used when telling the time. When I ask you what time is it now, you can tell me it's 10 to 6. It's 10 to 8 actually now. Yes? And we also have the word past. It is used for the same as the to, used for telling the time. And we can say past. It's 10 past 6 when I'm asking you about the time.
Correct.
And then let's move to till, until. This marks the beginning and the end of a period of time. From Monday till Friday, or from Monday to Friday. So I will.
For the IELTS test, let me interrupt you, Asma, please. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So when you say from to, or from to means that there is a duration from to. For example, I've been living in France from 2004 till to or till 2012. All right. This is a duration where it shows the starting point and the ending point. All right. So from to, for those who are intending to take the IELTS academic, it's so important because there you will have to express the duration of something, a certain graph, while you're describing a picture or a diagram or whatever a graph or a diagram is given to you. Okay. So you need to know from to or from until. Okay. You have to know that these two prepositions show that there is a duration between the starting point and the ending point. All right? From to until. Okay? Asma, past?
Okay. I think we have finished this word past.
Oh,
we
sorry.
are now till and until. Okay? This is used in the sense of how long something is going to last. It tells you how many maybe days this something will last, the time actually that it takes. When I say he is on holiday until Friday, this means that we will be on holiday till that time. Okay, and then after that it will finish his holiday. Also the preposition by. This is used in the sense of at the latest. When I tell you I will be back by 6 o'clock, this means that I will be back at 6 o'clock, no later. This is the last time, maybe this is the last expected time that I will be back to you. Okay? And also we have by. This is used up to a certain time. This is different here when I tell you by 11 o'clock. I had read 5 pages. This means that till 11 o'clock, I had read 5 pages. Okay, till that time. Can anyone give me an example for by? Muhammad Eid.
I go to my work by car.
Okay, but I wanted here regarding the time. Something relevant to the time, okay?
Let's choose someone else rather than Muhammad Eid. Muhammad answers all the...
Really? Okay. Let's skip Muhammad Eid and choose someone else. Ashwaq, are you here? Ashwaq?
Yes, Asma.
Okay, please could you give me an example here for the preposition by?
Okay. I come back to my home today by 7:30 o'clock.
7:30 o'clock? Or you mean
Yeah.
7 o'clock?
7:30.
At 7:30.
Or so what's the difference between by and at?
At. Okay, at this is for a specific time, as we said before. When I ask you when did you come back home, you can tell me I came back at 7:30. Okay.
Yes. So here I around the time.
Yes.
By it means around the time, not accurate.
Okay. Yes. Not specific. Not accurate. Yes.
Okay. Around 7. By 7. By 7 o'clock.
By 7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
I finished my task.
Okay. Where is May?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Can you tell me another example?
By.
Okay.
I promised my teacher that I will finish all my homework by 7 o'clock.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, May.
You're welcome.
Can anyone tell me other?
Can I
Okay.
say I will be? I hope I will be in Egypt by next August. By August, is it okay?
By next August?
Before?
Okay. Okay.
يعني مثلا I hope I will be in Egypt by August.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you can say it.
Okay, okay.
Or before?
We can use
Before.
before. Okay.
Well, by is around
Okay,
the time. Yes, by is around the time. So by could be before or after. Okay. So it's exactly as if when you say it, I will be around 2:00. Around 2:00 means by 2:00. Both of them give this almost the same meaning. Okay, not exactly or not sharp. Okay. Thank you very much.
It can use it in past and future, because first sentence in the future and second one in the past.
Yes, correct. I agree with you too. Yes, I do agree with you. Okay, thank you very much. For that,
just one comment.
Yes, Mohammed.
Looks for me quite strange not to find within as a proposition within this table. So sometimes, especially for the timing,
yes,
I ran for 4 kilometers within 30 minutes. So as long as we're speaking about the time.
That's within time. I will show you something that you will get really surprised, because in the English language we have hundreds, if not 10 prepositions. Yes, these are the most common ones or the most frequently used one. Now let me please share my screen with another worksheet. Yes, allow me please, Asma. Can I share my screen now?
Okay, I will stop the sharing.
No problem. Okay, so here is my screen. And these were the most frequently prepositions. But when we come to this lesson, look, Mohammed, this is what I want you to know. The plane, if you read this part, the plane flew above the cloud, behind the cloud, around the cloud, below the cloud, beneath the cloud, beside the cloud, beyond the cloud, into the cloud, near the cloud, outside the cloud, over the cloud, past the cloud, through the cloud, towards the cloud, under the cloud, and finally dived underneath the cloud. Okay? These are all meaningful sentences, right? If you look here, these are all prepositions, and prepositions are parts of speech, exactly like pronouns, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, we have a preposition. All these are prepositions, all right? A preposition is what? It's just a word that makes a relationship between a noun and the other noun, okay? Or another place, or whatever is coming after the preposition itself. So, for example, here, with this example, we are making a relationship between the plane and the cloud. We are telling you, or you guys, where is it? Where are each one of them according to the location from the other? All right. So we have about, above, across. Okay. Now I'm not going to read them. I just want you guys to read them. Try to memorize 10 of them, please. I will show you both tables to make it easier for you. But what's the difference between the first one and the second one? Let me give you in brief. Here is a list of most common multi-word prepositions. What do I mean by multi-word preposition? It's called compound prepositions. Compound prepositions, yani more than one word. So sometimes we have one word like this, these words in the table. Within is one word, by the way, and without. But when it comes to the compound prepositions, it could be 2 or 3 words sometimes, okay? And sometimes it's 4, like when you say with the exception of, it is a preposition, believe me. So along with, because of, due to, except for, in addition to, in case of, in front of, in place of, in spite of, instead of, on account of, out of, up to, and with the exception of. Okay? These are all prepositions. Will you be able to memorize at least 10 of them, either single or compound words? Yalla, quickly. No screenshots?
I did a screenshot.
No.
No.
You know, as if in an indirect way, I subtly ask you to do it. I didn't mean it.
Okay.
Done? Yalla, let me start with Naz.
Yes.
Naz?
Yes.
Then position, please.
About, beneath, in, out, past, what else?
Remember,
Under, above, and under, above, in between, into, or one more, I think I've got.
All right.
Between.
Okay, between, beneath, below, above, over, right?
Beneath.
Yes, beneath. Okay, beneath means under.
Yes.
Beneath, under. Beneath the table means it's under the table. Yes. All right, below. But what's the difference between above and over? You guys know the difference between above and over? When the pen here is over my palm or over my hand, over. Hello? Hello?
It's resting. Hello? Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Can you guys hear me?
we can hear you.
So again, what's the difference between
Yes, we hear you.
anyone?
Yes.
Over.
So now look at it. Where is it? It is what?
Is
Above. It is above
Over.
on. Over or on. But here, if there is a space between my hand,
above.
then I can say
Above.
Right, correct.
Above.
So if you notice here, I'm not going to ask anyone else. Alhamdulillah, ضحكت عليكم. I lied to you and I told you that you're going to memorize them because I will ask you, but I'm not going to ask you. I will give you another question, okay? If we need to classify the prepositions. Again, if I ask you to classify the prepositions, classify means classifying them, putting them in groups. You will find out that the prepositions are divided into prepositions of time, prepositions of place, and introducing objects, okay? Prepositions of time like in, on, at, since, for, from, to and from, until, during, with, or in, okay? And here are examples. I'm not going to take too much time in this lesson because Asma has already introduced it. But if you want to go for more details, these are the prepositions for place. If you want to express where is the place of something compared to something else. And finally, here we have above, under, underneath, beneath, below, nearby, next to, between, among, and opposite. Introducing objects of verbs like what? Objects of verbs like what? When you say glance at, what do we call this preposition? We call it object of verb because it's a preposition coming after a verb. Okay? So we have glance at, for example, of when you say, I don't approve of his speech. Approve of his speech means that I don't like it very much. The smelling, or he came home smelling of alcohol. Smelling of. So verbs that, prepositions that usually come or follow the verbs, okay? And these are frequently misused prepositions. Misused means mistakenly used. And these are the most common prepositions. I need someone to please read these 5 sentences. Someone who is alert. Zahra, where are you? Zahra.
Yes, Hind.
Zahra, you will read 2 sentences, and May is going to read the other 2. Okay?
Okay.
Yalla, quickly.
Okay. Beside mean next to. Where is the besides means in addition. The comb is beside the brush. Besides planning the trip, she is also getting the tickets.
Did everyone understand the difference here? So beside is a preposition. When something is beside something else, this means that they are next to each other. But when I say besides, means add to this, in addition to this. Besides planning the trip, Amelie, what did she do else? She is also getting the tickets. Okay, yes. So these are different meanings. Now, between and among.
Between among, generally between is used when two items are involved. With three or more, among is preferred.
Good.
Between you and me, he is among friends.
Very good. So see, there is a difference between and among. If you're talking about something that is between two things, you use between, all right? I was too happy between my mother and my dad, all right? But if you mean a group which is more than two people, you have to use the word among, okay? So for example, she was about to be suffocated among the crowd. The crowd means too many people, okay? He was about to be suffocated among the crowd in the bus, for example. All right? So this means that the word among has a totally different usage than between. Between with two people and you're the third, among more than two people. Then the word due to, May?
Due to should not be used as a preposition meaning because of, not due to his speeding, we were all ticketed.
Very good. Because of his speeding, we were all ticketed. You cannot say due to his speeding, because due to must be followed by a full sentence, subject and verb. All right?
Okay.
Then
inside of the of is always unnecessary. Stay inside the house. The man stayed outside, not outside of the post office.
So we better say inside instead of inside of. Inside of.
Inside of.
Okay. You guys understand the lesson now? Alhamdulillah. I think that you guys are, this lesson is, I will send you this worksheet or this handout today, inshallah, on your WhatsApp group. And I would love to practice another speaking test right now with you, okay? If you allow me. Stop the share, come back. All right, now after being acknowledged with, or being very much acknowledged with prepositions. Hello? What's wrong with my internet connection today? All right, and now please open your cue cards once more. We are doing a totally different topic, all right? Which is a book. Actually, I will just give you all a minute now about it. It's cue card number 3. Describe a book that had a major influence on you. Yeah? Describe a book that had a major influence on you. You have your cue cards now? Cue card number 3. Where it shows what the name of the book, who the author is, how you first heard of the book, what the main story of the book is, and explain why it played such an important role in your life. Some of you might be shocked because they don't read and they don't have anything in mind. Then at that time, my sisterly advice to you is fake it till you make it. Fake it?
Name.
Yes.
Don't know name.
Make up. Don't say I don't read, I don't have anything in mind. This means that you're going to lose your score. If you want to lose your band score in the speaking, then say I don't know. I have no answer, nothing in my mind. If you want to get a good score, show off your language. How? They won't go to a library or a bookstore to check whether your book you're talking about is real or not. They just want you to know how to express your language. Okay? 1 minute, please.
نعم. لا اتفضلي بقى. عايز اقول لك حاجه يا ماما. عايزه ايه؟
ماشي حاضر.
I don't have this.
Ready?
Sorry, I don't have the queue.
It's on your WhatsApp. Okay?
I'll check if it's a block.
On your WhatsApp. Now please move.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, great. Move to your room, please. Hello, Muhammad, why are you still here?
Me also still here.
Okay, both of you will leave now. Yalla, Reda, run.
Okay, let me first. I got to
Accept the invitation.
I sit alone.
Oh, seriously? I'm sorry. Oh my God, seriously? Oh, May, I'm sorry, May. Forgive me. But how's that? Where is Rida?
Rida's here.
MashaAllah. Now?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, go ahead. Both of you are here. Rida, are you here?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a call.
All
Sorry.
right, no problem. Please go ahead. All right, now move.
Okay. Hello?
Yes. We are in room 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so weird. Where is May again?
Yes. Naz?
May is here, isn't
Hello?
she? Yes.
May?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. But can I ask Hind, please? We can say by the name of or just named? Or by the name of is correct also?
The title, the book is titled, or the book's title is?
Not named.
Yes.
Okay.
Titled,
Okay.
yes.
Title,
The
okay.
title of the book is Thousand Splendid Suns.
All right.
Yeah. Miss Hind, did you
Zahra?
hear my presentation?
Yes?
What?
Did you hear my presentation, Miss Hind?
No, I haven't heard it. Would you like to repeat it?
No, to give other chance.
All right. I would love to listen to it. If you record it and send it to me, that would be great. Okay?
Okay, inshallah, for sure.
Thank you. I know you guys
Thank
are
you.
so much into reading. And this is something I love about the Pakistani people. You have this culture, which is not usually in our Arab community, unfortunately. It's not very common in our Arab society. It's a great loss.
Yeah.
Naza
I don't read a lot, but yeah, I would like the others to continue because I need to, they have to have a chance also to speak.
Yes, definitely. But you know what? I think I will need to speak to you long about the Pakistani culture because I am impressed with you. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. It's something really impressive.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Anyway,
Inshallah.
Go ahead, Yalla, quickly.
Okay, I'll go.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, I'll start the time, okay?
Okay. Okay, it's an interesting subject to talk about because I recently
there is a lot of material, multi-material called lava. This lava is a reason for the volcanoes, and this lava has a significant rule that it formed the new islands and gives us the beautiful sign, the beautiful nature. This book was very interesting for me because I see the ability of Allah to create the or to
the start with a e I think that, but all the time you are using the. Do you anyone told you something like this related the?
No, maybe Hind could give the.
Yeah.
No,
Hind, hi Hind.
Dan V. You are discussing Dan V.
Yes.
Yeah, Hind.
The is American, whereas the is British. And it's usually said that American people use the specifically before the words that start with a vowel.
Yeah.
A-E-I-O-U. Whereas they use it like normally the before the regular words, the words that start with a consonant. Okay? So not a difference, but it shows the American accent. Most of the American people use the word the with other words.
But Hind, if we use the all the time, it will be right, or as you said,
no,
it make a difference, or we have to use it before. Because before, when I was in British Council, I go through 2 courses, but what I get from there, I got from there that the, as you said before, the any word start with a vowel sound.
Yes,
but
I agree.
other words, the apple, something like this. But when the word start, the miracle like this.
Yeah, it's the. And you know what? In some cultures, like for example, Scottish and Irish people, they don't say the, they say the. It's not the, neither the nor the, it's the. So
all the time,
back to your topic, please, okay? Go back to
okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, Mohammed.
Thank you, Hind.
Go ahead, please. Are you both done with your conversations?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Once you're done with your conversation, what are you going to do now? Just wait for me till we go to the main room? Excuse me? Yeah, you can move, you can repeat your answer with a different type of an answer, like answering different. Give a different answer rather than the first one. Talk about a different book. Talk about a different idea. Change your ideas. Okay?
Okay,
Don't waste your time. This is a time waste. Being silent all the time is a time waste. Use this time. All right?
okay, Hind, please. Now Muhammad comment on me, and also you commented like this before regarding the complex sentence. Till now, I couldn't do this. I tried, but still my sentence is very simple. So how to train myself on this?
Yeah, this is a very nice trick that I always tell my my candidates to do. Start your second sentence, and your third sentence with one of the subordinate conjunctions. Start with because, or before, or after, or although. Okay, choose one of these four. By this, for a sentence,
Before.
Yes, before.
Okay.
And then before I was 16 years old, I was not very much used to reading. All right? Try to relate these words to your topic. Or after I got married, see, after, then put anything next to the word. After I got married, I was so much into reading, or I was totally deprived from reading. I didn't practice any kind of practicing my hobby due to my responsibilities at home, for example. You got it? Although
Okay.
it was too difficult for me to continue reading after getting married, I insisted on continuing this very nice habit. And so on. So start the second and the third sentence with one of the subordinate conjunctions. That is a very, very good advice if you start applying it. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome back again. Okay. Let me repeat. Sometimes people, when they stop giving their presentation, both parties stop giving their presentation and they are done with giving their presentation, we do not try to do another trial with another type of answer. Let me ask you to please try to consume the time in a wise way. This is a very precious time in which we have to use wisely. So whenever you have extra time in your breakout room, make sure you start answering in a different answer, as if you're answering for the first time. Like, for example, you can give a different type of a book. If you talked about a historical fiction book, for example, you can talk about a sci-fi or a scientific fiction book, a horror book, or a family book, or what type of books can we read? Types of books.
Okay.
I would love to listen to yours.
A religious book.
Religious. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Biographies?
Biography. Very good. Biography, autobiography. A biography is my own story written by someone else. Autobiography, my life, my story written by my own self. If I write my own story, this is called autobiography. Okay? Okay, so
Scientific.
Scientific. Very good. You can read books to the topics, like psychological books, scientific books, books related to sociology, which is sociological book. Yes? Historical books, mathematical books, cultural books, comic books, cultural, comic books, horror books. All right? These are different types. Action books. Yes? So these are different types of books that we can read and enjoy. All right? And by the way, if you have some, if you have a good background about books, you can also talk about magazines. Magazines is a very good topic to talk about, and it is frequent too in your speaking test.
Novels?
Magazines, yes. Novels.
What about novels?
Is a very good one. Novels and stories is a very good, nice type of a book that you can read, or most of the people would love to read. Yeah? Okay. طيب, for movies, can I ask you a question, please? what makes a movie a good movie? Because this, I've noticed that this question has been lately asked in most of the IELTS tests. What makes, would you please think about it, write it down now? What makes a movie a good one? Try to find reasons to support your main idea. If you want to say this movie was a good movie, how will you support it? Give me at least 4 sentences to support that this movie was a very good movie. I enjoyed watching it. Done? Shall I start? Okay, I'll start now by Zahra. No, sorry, not Zahra. Wait, Zahra, please. Asma. Oh, sorry. Ashwaq. Ashwaq?
Yes, hand.
Yes, please. Also,
Okay,
Ashwaq, Marwa.
Ashwaq or Marwa?
Ashwaq first.
Okay. Okay. I think what I like in the movie, the first thing, the story is interesting and new. If the movie includes my favorite and famous actors that I love, and when the decoration of the locations is attractive and fantastic. When it includes also a strong scene that
script, the way.
Script?
Yes.
مشاهد, it means scene?
Oh, no, scenes. Yes, scenes is correct.
Okay. It includes some scenes that give me the sense that I included in the movie, or alive in the movie.
That makes it more lively and it makes it more realistic.
Realistic, yeah.
Realistic, okay. Thank you very much. I loved your presentation. Who else? Maru. Yalla Miru.
Yeah. I usually like the action movies and the movies who's talking fact movies. It's also the fact movies. Usually, I have some actors whose I like to show what is the news they made. I like usually like some of actors, Egyptian actors like Ahmed Sa'a and Karim Abdelaziz.
Marwa, please.
Yeah.
Be specific, please. I asked you a very specific question. If you want to support the idea that that was a good movie, what makes a good movie a good one? What creates a good movie? Number one, good actors. Number two,
it will be the realistic of the series of the series of action. The series of action.
Okay, the action.
The series of actions. I was realistic of actions.
Okay.
And also the way of photography of the films.
You mean
shooting?
The shooting of the film. Yes,
shooting of the film. Yeah, and the country or the views which in the film.
You mean location? The
locations, the film, the locations, and the views. Yeah, the locations.
Shooting locations. The shooting locations were very realistic, or very impressive, or very fascinating. Yes.
Yes.
Or you can say they were eye-catching. Do you know when you have something eye-catching? Yeah. Or when you say that the location and the events were both jaw-dropping. Jaw-dropping. When you open your mouth very wide because you cannot hold it. You know, when they are affecting you badly. So it was jaw-dropping. Okay. Thank you. Let's listen to Zahra.
Yeah, I like the movie that has fast actions, actions, and
has goes on a fast pace, fast speed.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And an unexpected end, and realistic feelings.
Good. Unexpected end reminded me with a very good word that we can use. Naz, you can help me with that. If you have a story with an open ending, do you know what word do we usually use?
I can use unpredictable.
Unpredictable ending, that's fine. But when you say that I left the viewer or the audience on a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger. You know what's a cliffhanger?
Yes, like very unexpected.
Yes, a cliffhanger means that I left my audience on nowhere. Like I left them to imagine what is going to happen. This is a cliffhanger.
Could you write, Hind, please? Could you write this word?
Sure.
Could you spell, please?
I will write cliffhanger. When you leave your audience on a cliffhanger, this means that the ending was open. It was an open ending. Cliffhanger. Do you know, guys, what's a cliff? A cliff is just like a mountain, but it's shortened. Cliffhanger. It's just like a mountain, but it's shorter than a mountain. All right?
Okay.
So when you leave your viewer or audience on a cliffhanger, this means that, do you know what's a hanger? What's a hanger?
Like when you hang the clothes.
Yeah, very good. When you hang the clothes, you hang the cloth on a hanger, right? So when you leave your reader on a cliffhanger, you leave your reader here, hooked, nowhere. And he or she has to expect what is going to happen later on. So when you leave your audience on a cliffhanger, this means that it's an open-ending book or story or movie. Okay? So continue. Who's saying it? Zahra. Sorry, Zahra, for interrupting you.
No, no problem.
Okay.
Good scripts and scenario.
Script, very good. A very good script or scenario. Script, scenario, both are the same meaning. So don't say, oh, it's a good script or a good scenario. Scenario is an American word. Script is a British word. Yes?
And I like movies with a large budget because it makes the movies rich and seems realistic. But the poor films seems I can't follow my interesting feelings.
You know what, Zahra? Let me tell you something. Everything with a very rich budget or a strong budget is really good. Don't you think so? Not only movies, Zahra. Everything with a good budget is perfectly done. Oh, it's just a matter of spending. How much you spend is what determines how good quality it is, right? So thank you very much, Zahra. That was so good. May, and then Rida.
In addition to what they say, I can add adding music to the movie. Music adds more feelings, and the direction.
A minute. Music is called sound effect. Sound effect. So the sound effect was gorgeous. The sound effect was terribly amazing. And by the way, terribly amazing is good English. It's kind of a slang, but it's a good English too. You can say terribly amazing. She's terribly beautiful. She's horribly. Exactly like what we say in Arabic, حاجة فظيعة. Yes, فظيعة is not a good word. It's a bad word. But when you جمالها فظيع. However, you can express beauty by the word فظيع. It has almost the same meaning in English. It's terribly beautiful. She's terribly amazing. Yeah. So yes, the background, the music background, or the special effect,
and the direction mistakes or the performance of the director.
Excellent. The director's instructions were matching or directing the performers or the actors in a very good way. Okay.
The ability of the actors to be nature and close enough from our real life.
Natural, not nature. Nature is not an adjective. It was more natural. Very good. More realistic. Very good. That to bring something to life. Did you say this sentence now?
What?
Bring actions to life.
I said close enough to our life.
Yes. To bring something into life means they make it realistic, more realistic. To bring something into life. Okay? Yes. Okay. And what else, May?
As you said, the topic that the movie show must be effective.
Very good. It was a touching topic.
Hey, nothing remaining for me. What I will say?
Oh, everything.
The topic, the actors.
Okay, Rida, thank you very much. Now, Rida.
What's remaining? You talk about the topic, the actors, the site,
Okay. Tell me, Rida, if you want to describe the topic itself or the case that is being issued, how or what adjectives can you use when the topic is really interesting? If it's so much,
Okay, let's say again. I'll talk about the topic. Okay, I think which make the movies more create good movies is the topic. The more the topic is touching the fact of the people, the problems, the obstacles that people face. Okay, the good film would. Okay, let's say. The good film or good movies would be
very good. Yes, the better it would be. Excellent. That's a very good expression. So you mean the more the case or the issue is touching to the audience, yes, the higher
touching the
viewer or the more very good. The more successful the movie will be. Correct? That's a very good one. A very good point. Why? Because sometimes these issues are very much touching to the real life. What else? What other adjectives can I replace the word touching with? When I say that this issue is so touching to my heart, touching could be
So near to my heart.
Discussing. Discussing.
discussing? No.
Discussing.
No, not really.
Mm,
Can I say heartwarming?
dealing.
Huh?
Dealing with.
No, when I describe something that is heartwarming means it makes me, it affects my heart very much. It touches my heart. Yeah? When something warms something up. So this is warming. I'm warming my hand. If you warm your heart, this means that you make the blood go through it more and more because it's so affecting, touching. So touching or heartwarming. So when you say the script and the story was very much heartwarming, it was so touching to everybody's feelings, okay? It was very dramatic, or it was so, when it is so funny sometimes, it was so funny, it was so sensible, it was so delicate, decent. Yes, delicate or decent. So delicate story, decent story, realistic story, heartwarming story, heart-touching story. Yes. As I said, we can say it was jaw-opening story. You can also use this word. Yes. Okay. يلا بقى
And
look at
then-
writing. This is enough speaking for today. Enough speaking. Yes.
Okay.
Who would like to ask a question first before we start the writing?
Hind, we can say, I can say I like the sci-fi movies because it takes me from real life or real world to imagination world.
So sci-fi, do you know what does the word sci-fi stand for as well? Sci-fi?
No, I recently learned it from some podcast that I hear.
Yes. Sci-fi, sci is for scientific and fi is fiction. So sci-fi, scientific fiction. And it's written like this. Sci, S-C-I dash F-I, sci-fi. But please don't write this in a formal letter or a formal book or a formal kind of essay or whatever. Okay? Sci, because it's an abbreviation, just like TV.
Okay.
I have a question.
Please.
I know it for a spoken English we can say NLP, but for written, if I'm writing the HR مثلا يبقى
It's very
NHR.
yes. For the writing as well. If you're pronouncing the first, if the first letter in the word starts with a vowel, the sound itself is a vowel sound. So no matter how it is written, you must write an. For example, if you're writing, it took me hour to go home. Hour to go home. How would I write it? A hour or an hour to go home?
An hour.
However, the word hour starts with an H, and the H is not a silent letter. It's not a vowel. But because it's a silent letter, and it made the sound of hour. So this sound is a vowel sound. So an hour. However, it's written, and the same for an HR human resources manager. You can't say a HR human resources manager. And depends on the way it's pronounced. And that was a very good question, by the way. Okay?
Another question. For the names, if it's Arabic names, yani like Ahmed, I will say Ahmed or Ahmed or Muhammad or what?
Okay. If these are Arabic names, then no problem with pronouncing them. pardon me, no problem in pronouncing them in the Arabic pronunciation. But my advice to you is try to avoid mentioning too many Arabic names. If you're mentioning an Arabic name or an Arabic title of a movie, you better translate it into English after you say it in Arabic. Don't mention too many Arabic names because most of the time your examiner wants to be an Arab. So it would be really difficult for him or her to understand what you're saying. So try to replace these words, and it makes no difference in pronouncing either in the Arabic accent or in the English accent. Anyway, they are Arabs, Arabic names. Yes? Okay, shall we start now? Writing?
Shall we take break?
Yeah. Great. Okay, now 1:30. Little children, believe me, little children, no matter how big you are, you always need a break.
You know, we returned at by 7 o'clock today. Yani, before starting your course, an hour, less than half hours.
Oh my God, this is so vicious. Okay, why didn't you tell me? All right, anyway, this is 140 minutes. We spend 140, so it's only 20 minutes. Would you like to continue these 20 minutes or take a break and come back? It's yours.
Okay, no problem. 20 minutes, okay, no problem.
Break?
Yeah, but
Everyone, vote. Take a break or go. Break 1.
I think better to finish at the end.
1 or 2. Break. Continue. Quickly.
2.
2.
And 1. Oh, what about the others? Okay, خلاص. معلش 5 minutes break and we'll come back. Okay? السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.